Welcome back to the Trade Brokers Diaries. This video is about freight forwarding. Recently I've gotten a lot of messages about freight forwarding, and as you may know from watching my videos, about a year ago I did a video on freight forwarding subjects. This video, possibly a multi-part video, is going to deal with other aspects of freight forwarding. How freight forwarding is viewed in different parts of the world, the different kinds of freight forwarding, and what you must do to prepare yourself to deal with a freight forwarder depending on what part of the world you're in. Also, in this video, I'm going to be recommending certain freight forwarders depending on the kinds of services they provide. These companies will not be end-all, be-all companies for you, but they'll give you a perspective on what kind of items to look for when thinking about which kind of freight forwarding company to choose. So let's take a look.
For the purpose of this video, I will be talking about freight forwarders for select countries, and tried to cover as much of the world's variety of freight forwarding as possible. These countries are some of the most active in world trade today, and will be even more active in the future. First, start with your goal. Do you want to move a commercial or residential property's belongings? Do you need help packing? Or will you be packing your own material? Are you looking for a firm that can handle regional, national, or international moves? Many companies specialize in regional, national, or international forwarding, so be sure to choose the correct company. It is an assumption of this video that you, the viewer, will be looking for an international freight forwarder. Here are some points to consider when searching for a freight forwarder. One note before I continue. I have dealt with some of these points in a previous video on freight forwarding in 2014. Check out the link below for more details. First, let me say that cheaper is not necessarily better. The freight forwarding business is not as simple as it seems. In reality, not everyone can be a forwarding agent. It is as complex as the entire logistical process in which it is a part. Recent studies have shown that most of these new freight forwarding companies are going out of business in the next 5 years because they lack the skills and the competency to perform the entire job. Here's a quick checklist of what you should look for in a freight forwarding company. First and foremost, experience. Your freight forwarding agent must come with a substantial experience in the shipping industry. Issues involving warehouse management, customs, and port shutdowns are serious matters. It takes a lot of first-hand experience to know the ins and outs of the industry. Only an experienced agent can help the customer with rerouting issues and secure smooth shipping of your cargo. Second, a wide network of agents. Always look for an international shipper with a wide network of agents that is not only confined to the origin country, but also to the countries that the shipment is destined to go to. A forwarder with a wide network of agents around the world can always help you deal with rerouting issues. Simply put, a well-distributed network offers a much better business experience. That also includes a wide variety of services. Apart from air or sea shipping, transportation by truck or rail is needed to get the cargo to the port and dispatch the cargo from the port. Also check and see if your cargo forwarder is capable of handling this for you. If you only need port-to-port delivery service, then this might not be an issue. But if you need door-to-door delivery service, this can definitely be a serious thing to consider. But remember, even though a shipping company is competent and offers a wide variety of services, such offerings should not burn a hole in your pocket. Now that leads us to our next point, low rates. You already know this. International shipping can be costly. A cargo forwarder that offers low rates, lower than the rest of the market, may not necessarily be the best choice. Bear in mind that you should go for quality above all. Remember the old saying, you get what you pay for. I cannot stress this enough. low payments should not be your final consideration. You must also look for better payment options. Some of the lesser-known international forwarding agents offer very restricted payment options. This might pose a serious problem for international customers. In addition, order processing could take a whole lot longer, resulting in unnecessary delays in shipping. This can be addressed by choosing a forwarder that offers a wide range of payment options and can provide faster processing for your shipment. Customer support. How fast are they at answering your rate-related queries? Are they going to guide you through the critical steps of import and export shipping? Are they any good at keeping within their timelines? Whether it is a pre-sale or post-sale support issue, always go for a forwarder that can take care of all of your needs throughout the entire shipping process. Many people need someone to hold their hand through these processes. Make sure the company you choose will do that for you. Remember, a forwarder may offer cheaper shipping rates way below the rest of the competition, but you might end up paying extra due to unnecessary delays and unsatisfactory customer service, which obviously is going to incur even further costs. All of the points above lead to one thing: good reviews and good references. Good references. Your forwarding agent must have good reviews from their past customers. Look for testimonials on their websites, reviews, comments on their forums, and most importantly, reach out to persons you know who have experienced using this particular service. Do not settle for a forwarding company with mixed reviews. There are some unscrupulous businesses that will go to the extent of posting counter reviews on their websites to downplay a negative comment. The best reviews come from people who you know have had first-hand experience with the service that you intend to use. Due to the size and variety of products manufactured in China, China is being excluded from this list and will be dealt with as a standalone topic in our next video. International freight forwarders, NVOCCs, and customs brokers often charge for transferring documents to another transportation company at the end destination. This fee is part of the ocean freight charges being paid by the importer at the port of discharge in the international commercial terms, or Incoterms, also in FOB, free on board, and by the exporter at the origin in the Ecoterms CFR, or cost and freight, and CIF, cost, insurance, and freight. This fee is separate from documentation fees charged by carriers and NVOCCs as part of the freight charges on a bill of lading, and is separate from other fees for document preparation or release of cargo. Some companies call this an administrative fee, document transfer fee, but it exists in some form in most destinations and is well known to most shippers. Steamship companies, however, in most cases, do not have this fee. National variations. In Australia, most licensed custom clearance agents, commonly referred to as customs brokers, operate under a freight forwarder. In Bangladesh, freight forwarders must have a government license. Transport Canada is a federal department responsible for implementing and enforcing transportation policies and programs. The Canada Border Services Agency is responsible for enforcing most regulations that affect international freight forwarders. International security measures are a dominant concern. The Canadian International Freight Forwarders Association, or CIFFA, was established in 1948 to support and protect the charter, status, and interests of foreign freight forwarders by establishing uniform trade practices and regulations. CIFFA also plays an educational role by providing certificates and advanced certificate programs. The Federation of Freight Forwarders Association in India, or FFFAI, is an apex body and the sole representative of 24 member associations from all over India, representing 5,000 custom house agents, employing over 1 million people. Ireland. Associations including the Irish International Freight Association and the FIATA help maintain the professionalism of this industry through educational and representative roles. FIATA offers a diploma in freight forwarding. Kenya and Tanzania. In Kenya and Tanzania, freight forwarders are commonly referred to as clearing and forwarding agents. A license is required, which can be acquired from the Kenya Revenue Authority and the Tanzanian Revenue Authority respectively. Freight forwarders in Kenya and Tanzania are responsible for clearing consignments through Kenya and Tanzanian customs, arranging transportation and forwarding the consignment to the consignee. Both exports and imports must clear customs in Kenya and Tanzania. Nigeria. Freight forwarding in Nigeria has been in place since the exporting of groundnuts as a cash crop beginning in 1914, though not initially as freight forwarding, but as a means of transportation of goods and services from one country to another. Following the methodology of their British forebears, agents were used to facilitate the transport of goods and services. Today there are many smaller freight forwarding outfits promising to serve your needs in the greater Nigeria region. Be sure to follow the suggestions at the beginning of this video before signing on with a service provider. Pakistan. The Pakistan International Freight Forwarders Association, or PIFFA, has more than 500 freight forwarding companies as members. The association is registered with the Ministry of Commerce, Government of Pakistan, and aims to provide effective representation and support for Pakistan freight forwarding services, to observe the highest standards of professional competence. PIFFA also contributes to educate the freight forwarders by offering short courses and internationally recognized diplomas validated by the FIATA. PIFFA is the local representative of the FIATA and member association for Pakistan. The UK. In the United Kingdom, freight forwarders are not licensed, but many are members of the British International Freight Association. They consolidate goods from different consignors into full loads for road transport to Europe, known as groupage. Some offer services such as export packaging. The United States. Companies that handle U.S. freight must be registered with the U.S. Department of Transportation's Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. Such forwarders are carriers who accept freight for transport and are liable for delivering the freight under their own bill of lading.
Also, remember that when you contact a freight forwarding company, be sure to ask them whether or not they handle commercial or residential freight. Also be certain to ask whether or not they handle the actual packing up of your home goods, for example. Some companies will not deal with this. They don't want to be involved with dealing with your stuff. Some might offer you a cube or something, or many companies will only deal with your property if it's already prepared and placed into a container. So be sure to ask. Here are a few choice selected websites you can use when searching for the ideal freight forwarder. that's all for this video. Be sure to write me with your comments and questions. I'm always interested in what you have to say. And as always, for you YouTube users and other file sharing service users, please always comment, rate, and subscribe. I'm your host, Muhammad Bey, with Trade Brokers Diaries, saying thanks for watching and take care.
Aetherium SafePay is a neutral third-party escrow service designed to add a layer of security to all trade-based business. It operates under the same rules as a letter of credit at a fraction of the cost. We enable all companies to engage in international trade to achieve reliable and low-cost finance. Aetherium is headquartered in the United States, and all transactions are governed by the regulations of the U.S. financial system. To learn more, visit aetherium.com right now. Thanks for watching. Take care.